stories to tell.
Open wide, come inside. It's Play School. There. Trish. That's you.
Me. Hello.
Oh, hello. That's how tall Trish is.
All right, I'll measure you now, Philip.
All right. Okay. I'll stand in front of it.
Okay.
Can you reach up that high?
Oops. Oh, he's
All right.
very tall, isn't he?
I'll hold it. I'll stand up really straight.
I gotta only just reach. Yeah. Okay, you
got
can
it?
move now, Philip. Yeah. Philip. Right. Philip. And me. Who's the tallest? Philip. I'll never be as tall as him because I'm grown up now. I've stopped growing. I wonder how tall you are. Yeah? I expect you've grown quite a bit since you were a tiny baby.
Oh, when I was a baby, a baby, a baby. Oh, when I was a baby was I. Oh, when I was a baby was I. You remember the things that you used to do when you were a baby? What, crawling? All right, let's go for a crawl now. Oh, when I was a baby, a baby, a baby. When I was a baby was I. Oh, when I was a baby was I. Then I grew up, a bit taller, and when I was a bit bigger, I rode my bicycle to school. I'm with my helmet. What? Would you like to come for a ride? All right. Oh, then I was a schoolboy, a schoolboy, a schoolboy. Oh, when I was a schoolboy was I. Ring, 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 on the way to school. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, when I was a schoolboy was I. Then I grew even taller. I grew up and up and up until I was all grown up and I would walk to work in the morning. Oh, now I am a grown up, a grown up, a grown up. Oh, now I am a grown up am I. Morning, walking to work, morning, morning, morning. Oh, now I am a grown up am I. Oh.
A picture of a grown-up man. It's Philip. Now, I'm going to cut him up. Sorry about this, Philip. Snip across your forehead. And whoops. And snip across your nose. And snip across your chin. There. Now to make it into a big, long face. Here you go, big, long face. Think that looks longer? Yes. Right, now back together again. Back to its normal size. Now, let's see if we can find another picture to do it with. Aha! Hey! Here's Mickey Mouse. I'll just cut you out, Mickey Mouse. There. And Philip, you go over there. Now, we're going to make Mickey Mouse, little Mickey, into a big Mickey. Let's snip across his funny ears. And let's snip across his tummy. There. Now, little Mickey's going to go into a big Mickey. He's got bigger. And back to little Mickey Mouse again.
The little mice are nibbling, nibbling, nibbling. The little mice are nibbling in the house. The little mice are nibbling, nibbling, nibbling. The little mice are nibbling in the house. Oh, there's a cat.
The old grey cat comes creeping, creeping, creeping. The old grey cat comes creeping through the house.
Is she gone? Oh, yes, but better scamper back inside just in case. The little mice will scamper, scamper, scamper. The little mice will scamper through the house. The little mice will scamper, scamper, scamper. The little mice will scamper through the house. And the old grey cat never caught them. Well, there's a mouse in our story today, and Trisha's telling it after we've looked at the clock. And what time is that? Well, it's 3 o'clock. And what's underneath the clock? There's lots of animals. Water buffalo, turtles, a rhino, an elephant, and something big. A hippopotamus in the water.
We've got a big book for the story today, and it's all about the unhappy hippopotamus. See, there she is, crying. Once upon a time, there was a hippopotamus named Harriet. One day, Harriet decided she didn't want to be a hippopotamus anymore. She didn't know why, she just didn't. Now, the best way not to be a hippopotamus is not to do anything that hippopotamuses do. So Harriet left the river where she lived and went to live in a house. But for some reason, Harriet wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all. And a terrible thing happened. Miss Harriet Hippopotamus completely and entirely and altogether forgot how to smile. One day, Harriet made a brand new friend. His name was Mouse. Mouse was always smiling. "Please," said Harriet, "will you teach me how to smile again?" "Yes, indeed, indeed," said Mouse. "To smile, you have to be happy. I know all sorts of ways to be happy. One way to be happy is to share things. So, why don't you give a party?" Right away, Harriet gave a party and shared things. Oh, it was a lovely party. It had balloons and paper hats. Everyone had a lovely time. But during the party and after the party, Harriet Hippopotamus still wasn't happy, and she still couldn't remember how to smile. Another day, Mouse said, "Why don't you make music? Everyone's happy making music." So Harriet made music. She made it on a piano, on a violin, a horn, and bagpipes. But music Music on the harp was the music she liked best. Such sweet, sweet sounds came from its strings. But even sweet music couldn't make Harriet smile. Soon Mouse thought of something else. Look how rabbits run, how dogs chase their tails. Exercise makes them good, and when you feel good, you smile. Well, maybe you'd better exercise. So Harriet slid down slides, she climbed up trees, she rode fast on a bicycle. The exercise she liked best of all was riding horses on the merry-go-round. But even those beautiful horses didn't make Harriet smile. At last came the day when Mouse couldn't think of one more thing to make Harriet smile. "Maybe you're sick," said Mouse. "I'd better call the doctor." Harriet got into bed. Mouse called the doctor. He thumped and he pushed and he patted. "Say ah," said the doctor. "Ah," said Harriet. "Why," said the doctor, "you're not sick at all. Just smile, Miss Harriet, and you'll feel fine." She tried. She couldn't. And she pulled up the covers to hide the face that couldn't smile the teeniest, tiniest, littlest smile. The next day, when Mouse came to Harriet's house, all he found was a note, and this is what it said. "Dear Mouse, I've gone away. I've gone to find something to make me smile. Your friend, Harriet Hippopotamus." Far in the distance, Mouse could see Harriet walking all alone. "Wait for me," he shouted. "Wait for Mouse. I'm coming too." Mouse ran and ran as fast as he could to catch up. And Harriet almost, but not quite, managed to smile to see her friend. They walked and they walked, and they looked and they looked. And then Mouse thought of something magic. "We'll wish on a star," he said. They waited for the night. When a star came out, Harriet said, "Starlight, star bright, first star I've seen tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have this wish I wish tonight. I wish that I could smile again." "Now try," said Mouse. Harriet tried. How hard she tried, and all the stars came out to help. But poor Harriet still couldn't smile. Oops. Suddenly, Harriet heard someone calling her. "Yoo-hoo! Harriet!" It came from somewhere high up. There in a tree sat wise old Owl. "I," said Owl, "know what's the matter with you. You've got to be you." "I am me," said Harriet. But Owl rolled up his feathers and wouldn't say another thing. What did Owl mean? Harriet thought and thought. Mouse thought and thought. And then Mouse said, "Why, I know what Owl means. He means you should be a hippopotamus again." "I can't be a hippopotamus again," said Harriet. "I've forgotten how." And instead of smiling, poor Harriet began to cry. Just then, she felt something happen to her toes. Something delicious was happening to her toes. She didn't know what on earth it was, so she looked down quick to see. She was standing on a riverbank. Nice, soft, sloshy, squashy mud was oozing up between her toes. Ooh! Ah! Ee! But why did it feel so good? Miss Harriet Hippopotamus was starting to be a hippopotamus again. She wiggled her toes in the mud. She dabbled her feet in the water. She threw away her clothes. She waded into the water. Right that second, Harriet felt something else. A feathery, curly, tickling feeling around her mouth. Maybe, just possibly, could it be so? Miss Harriet Hippopotamus was remembering how to smile. And then, oh! Miss Harriet Hippopotamus smiled and smiled and smiled. And that's the end of the story. What do you do when you're happy? Do you smile? Or you could clap your hands. Come on. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Now, remember in the story, Miss Harriet was crying. She was sad. If you're sad and you know it, cry boo. If you're sad and you know it, cry boo. If you're sad and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're sad and you know it, cry boo. Come on, cheer up. Let's be happy again. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Can you do this? Try to keep it going.
Oh, wait for me.
All right? It's hard. Long ago.
Long ago.
Long, 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 long ago. Long, 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 long ago. There weren't any people.
There weren't any roads.
No cats or bats or dogs or ducks.
Or planes or bikes or cars or trucks.
But there were dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs!
Whoa. There was Brachiosaurus munching, Apatosaurus munching, Iguanodon a-crunching, and the spiky Stegosaurus. But you'll never see, oh, you'll never see, no, you'll never see a dinosaur alive.
Oh, the plesiosaurs and pliosaurs were swimming and a-diving, Pteranodon a-gliding,
And there's Tyrannosaurus. But you'll never see, oh, you'll never see, no, you'll never see a dinosaur alive. Because they don't live on Earth anymore. Poor old Triceratops. Wasn't in the song, sorry about that, Triceratops, but let's have a look at you. Long ago, when Triceratops lived on Earth, it had strong, tough skin, a mouth, a strange mouth, rather like a parrot's, and it used it to chew tough branches and leaves, and it had 3 strong horns on its head. And that was to protect it from other dinosaurs, like fierce Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, hello, Triceratops. I'm going to eat you all up. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, no, you're not. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I'm going. Whew. Well, that was close, wasn't it? It's lucky I've got 3 strong horns.
Now this should make a good Triceratops. 3 horns and big eyes. I think we'd better build him up a bit. Use some cushions. One on there. Get another one. Oops, there, whoops, stay on. Yep. Now, I'm going to throw a big sheet all the way over. 1, 2, 3. Did I do it? Over it goes. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Stay there. Now tuck it in around here. That's for his big ruff around his neck. Right, stay there. Let's see what it's like round the other side. Not very good at all. Better pull it down here. That's better. Down you come. Up, up, up. Right, and I'll make him a tail. Out here. Uh-oh. Tyrannosaurus is coming.
I'm Tyrannosaurus, creeping through the jungle. I have long legs and great big teeth. I'm creeping through the jungle, looking for something to eat. A tasty Triceratops for tea. Oh, it moves. It does move. All right. Oh, it collapsed. It's a bit tough and bony for my teeth. Well, let's look for something else to eat. Come on, come for a walk through the jungle. I'm Tyrannosaurus, creeping through the jungle. I have long legs and great big teeth. I'm creeping through the jungle. Well, this hat stand made a good Triceratops, and these bits were its 3 horns. Well, we're going to see another animal now that doesn't have 3 horns, but has 2 horns just above its nose. Let's look through the round window today. Oh, lots and lots of wild rhinoceros. See their big horns? They look a bit like Triceratops, don't they? Down to the water for a drink. What's this one doing? Oh, I see, it's having a mud bath. Oh, lovely mud. Must be nice and cool. Here are some different rhinoceros. These ones aren't wild, they're in a zoo. And they've had their horns removed so they don't hurt each other. There they are, munching and lunching and crunching. And they've got mouths rather like Triceratops too. Sort of parrot mouths, haven't they? And it's time for a swim. Splish, splash, splish.
You know, Brachiosaurus liked to go for a swim as well. And when he went right under the water, all the way down like this, all you could see were the nose holes, his nose holes sticking up above the water. There. Oh. Hello, Brachiosaurus. I can see you. I can see you. Oh, hello, Brachiosaurus. You're very big. It's a good thing there weren't any people around then, because if there were, this is how tall a grown-up, as tall as Philip, would be next to a dinosaur. Brachiosaurus was huge. He was enormous. He was higher than the ceiling. Look up. Can you see the ceiling? Well, Brachiosaurus was higher than that. Enormous. As big as a 3-story house.
A house, a truck, a tree, and me. I'm a dinosaur. Do you like it? Like this? Well, I could be Iguanodon or Tyrannosaurus or great tall Brachiosaurus. Well, if I were a dinosaur and I was that big, I'd be able to step over trees and over trucks and over houses. Rawr! Wouldn't that be fun? Rawr! If I were big. Oh, I'd like to be big. I'd like to be big. I'd like to be big as a dinosaur. I'd step over the top to get to the shop. If I were as big as a dinosaur, I wouldn't get stuck in the back of a truck. If I were as big as a dinosaur, I'd go where I please, stepping over the trees. I were as big as a dinosaur. Oh, I'd like to be big. I'd like to be
big.
Hello.
Come on, Quast, I'd like to be
Big as a dinosaur. Oh, I'd like to be big. I'd like to be big, yes. I'd like to be big as a dinosaur. I'd like to be big.
I'd like to be big.
Big enough?
I'd like to be big as a dinosaur.
Bigger?
I'd like to be big.
Over the top.
I'd like to be big. I'd like to be big as a dinosaur.
We talked about dinosaurs yesterday. That was Monday.
And let's hear some children say the name of today.
Tuesday. Sweetie. Merdy. Lee. Mate. Trisha. Solo. Matati. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Madi?
Dienstag, Tuesday.
Martes? Can you say the day of the week, Tuesday, in another language? I have to practice, I think.
See you again tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Let me get this
Trying
one.
to... Where's the Velcro?